Welcome back to the Nintex Workflow Cloud and Microsoft Flow comparison video series. This video shows the creation of our workflows on both platforms. We'll use the same requirements and attempt to create the same steps throughout. The first step is creating actions for the procurement team. A simple form is created within Nintex to send to the procurement team. The next step is creating a new CRM record or updating an existing one. Now that the contact information and billing information about the vendor have been captured, accounts payable is sent an email containing the billing information. The next step is to generate legal documents based on the assigned risk level. With Nintex Workflow Cloud, we'll use its built-in DocGen capabilities. Next is the legal review cycle. At first, a state machine for the legal review is created. With the state machine complete, we send the completed forms out for review. With legal's approval, Adobe Sign is used to send the documents for vendor signature. If the vendor fails to sign their documents within 5 days, they're told that the files have expired. When the documents come back signed, an email alerts the vendor manager that they need to conduct onboarding activities. With Nintex Workflow Cloud, we can send training videos directly to the vendor using the Nintex mobile app. If RMM is required for the vendor, then the checklist is now sent to IT. A timer is built into the workflow to automatically send an email reminder to the vendor manager to follow up with the vendor about their required training. The first step for Microsoft Flow is to pull data from forms and place it in SharePoint before it can be utilized. An email is now created to send to the procurement team. Now we move from Microsoft Flow to Microsoft PowerApps. PowerApps is used to create an app to capture the risk level. The app is added to an email being sent to the procurement team. You may notice that during this build-out, there are several times when the person putting together the workflow has to do some heavy scripting while using Microsoft Flow. This requires a higher level of expertise and training for the builder. The captured billing information is now sent to accounts payable. Now, legal documents are chosen depending on the risk level assigned. Remember, these documents were created outside of Flow in a third-party application. Now that the documents are generated, the legal review cycle is kicked off. Adobe Sign is used to send the documents for vendor signature once they're approved by legal. If the documents are signed, then an email alerts the vendor manager that they need to conduct onboarding. Training videos or documents could be sent to the vendor at this time, but because Microsoft Flow lacks the built-in capability to send these files like Nintex does, we'll just send the links via email. If RMM is required for the vendor, then the checklist is now sent to IT. If the vendor does not sign the documents within 5 days, they're sent a reminder. An email reminder is automatically sent to the vendor manager to follow up with the vendor. The fourth and final video in the series will be an overview of what we found during this build-out. I hope you found it informative, and thanks again for watching.